So League of Legends is one of my, backup games whenever there's nothing to play at all. Decided that, you know what, we need to start honoring some of our greatest esport players. And one of the first ones that they're doing in the League Hall of Fame is obviously Faker, the greatest League player of all time. This man, I'm gonna be honest, he has probably gotten more people to play League that never seen League before than anyone else. Like, I've had friends try to teach me how to play League, but whenever I see like pro players like Faker play, it makes the game look magical and whimsical instead of the torture simulator that it is. So they wanted to honor him by giving Faker a skin in the game, as a lot of games do. Overwatch has been doing this for like a few years now until the Sinatra skin came out. I'm gonna be honest, literally best Overwatch League skin ever, but also you can't get it anymore for various reasons we're not going to get into in this video. But yeah, so Faker's getting his own signature skin, is coming out. He's getting it on Ahri, even though, that's not what Faker's known for. Don't get me wrong, he plays a mean anything in League. You put that man anywhere, he'll play it. But usually, he likes to play a little bit of Rise. And that's the character that a lot of people would assume and associate with Faker. But let's all be honest here. Ain't no one buying a $500 Faker Rise skin. Ain't no one buying a skin for Rise. No one barely plays him. Like, yeah, if you go to like Challenger, you might see a Rise or two, but like no one's playing Rise out here. Everyone loves himself a nice Ahri, alright? Even if you're trash at the game, you can play her. So, Riot is out here trying to honor Faker, one of the greatest gamers to have ever exist, by giving him a nice little splash screen on their website. Not even in the client, boys. I don't know if it will be in the client whenever the skin comes out, but for the most part, it's just going to be right here. It's going to live on a website, not inside the game, where most of the players of League of Legends are, and, where they find out most information about the game in it. But yeah, they give him this nice little splash page going over him and his achievements. And then as you continue scrolling, they tell you, oh yeah, that's right, you can also get a battle pass. We're honoring Faker here, but putting up this website to honor one of the greatest players of our game wasn't enough. So, boys, if you would like to support the small multi-billion-dollar gaming conglomerate known as Riot Games, you can buy our newest battle pass that has Faker's skin in it. Instead of us giving it to everyone, seeing that Faker is probably never going to use this skin himself, seeing that throughout his whole League career, he used a skin once. Literally once. This man doesn't play with skins. It's another great thing about Faker. The man doesn't even care about supporting the game he plays professionally. Like, boys, if we see Faker using this Ahri skin next time he plays, something tells me he's getting a little bit of a check from Riot, because he doesn't play with skins at all. Not on stream, not in the actual tournaments, nowhere. The man doesn't care about the skins in the game. And now, Riot did say that they were going to give Faker a nice little kickback, 30% of all sales of the skin. But we also have to realize here, boys, I don't think Faker was out here setting the prices for this skin. I'm pretty sure Faker wouldn't have cared if they gave the skin out for free, because the man's already a wealthy person. It's not like he lives like this hyper unrealistic rich lifestyle. He's a very modest person. The man does not care about this kickback at all. And it's probably just like a little advertisement strategy to get people to pay for the skin. Like, oh, what? No, we only take 70% of all sales of the skin. And then we give 30%, to the little guy. The guy that essentially gave us the reason to make the skin $500. And the thing about this is, there's no reason for the skin to be $500. I'm like, if the game was like Counter-Strike where you could actually trade skins, then I would actually get that. I would be like, you know what? It may be artificially priced and artificially rare, but it makes sense. The reason why, because, if they only put in a limited amount of the skins in the game, like, oh, you can only get this skin for like 2 days, you gotta do something, or you gotta pay for it here, that makes sense, alright? But whenever you're just like, oh no, anyone can get it, it's just $500, that's whenever you take out the whole reason why is worth $500. Like the dragon lore in Counter-Strike is worth like what, 1600 if not more? But also, it is an extremely rare skin that almost no one can get anymore because the cases are discontinued and the cases themselves are like a couple $100 each just for the chance of getting one. But this is literally a battle pass. If you get to, I'm pretty sure, level 100, then you'll get it. Or if you just pay straight up $500, you will get it. That is not how skin rarities work in any economy at all. Like, it makes no sense because they didn't put $500 of quality into it. I'm gonna be honest here. League has some better skins than this, like the Yasuo bait collab. That's an amazing skin that I actually own. Don't ask me how I got it, please. I don't want to get into it. But it's actually a better skin in my opinion than this one. Now, I also don't play Ahri at all, so obviously I'm gonna buy the skin for the character I play. But also, even if they gave this skin to my favorite baby, even though everyone hates me, Yasuo, that's my boy. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure someone's gonna be in the comments like, oh, you're the one throwing my games. But even if they gave it to him, I still wouldn't buy it because it makes no sense. You didn't put in $500 worth of quality. The game is free itself and it has more quality to it than this one skin. On top of that, it's not like a gambling thing like in Counter-Strike where you only get a chance to get it. I guess there I could understand if it had more of a value to it, but also you're not gambling for it, so the rarity also goes down because you have a 100% success rate of getting it if you just pay for it. And then on top of that, there's no way to sell it. You can't sell your account. So what's the point? Like, if you sell your account, that account gets banned. Like, if someone finds out, oh, little Timmy sold his account to his friend for $1,800, if Riot finds out, they're just gonna be like, hey man, that's against our rules. Banned. So you stripped away all the value of the skin. You can't trade it. You can get it at any time you want. And also, the kickback for it really doesn't mean anything for any of the people that actually love the guy, because we already know he's rich. We already know he does not care about money. We have seen his lifestyle. So what is this for? Other than, oh, wait, they just needed another $1 billion in the war chest over there at Riot Games because making skins and barely making new champions is just so hard. It's so hard nowadays. Barely changing the map. Barely making new champions that people actually want to play that don't have like a wall of text you gotta get through. If you play League of Legends, boys, anyone that does, you will know that for some reason, League just loves just adding textbooks into their champions now. I don't understand why. Why can't the character just be like, press Q, you do this ability? Instead it's press Q, you might do this ability, or if you hold it for 30 seconds and then 3 minutes afterwards, it might do XYZ plus the third, and then you have to carry it to the power of 2. Like, no one is trying to read all of this. I'm just trying to play my game. And yet they, for some reason, think, oh yeah, the people that barely want to play our game and barely want to play the new champions anymore. I haven't even played, what was the newest one? Hawaii or whatever his name is? I haven't even played him. He's too complicated. But they think us, the regular people, want to pay $500 for an Ahri skin so they can give a kickback to one of the greatest players and one of the richest players of their game. It makes no sense. I like Faker, but I don't like him that much. Boys, I'm just saying, if you have $500 to spare on this skin, please put in like a Roth IRA or something, like invest it into your future because it will be worth more in the future than it will be in this game. You are not selling your account for whatever you think might be the imaginary number in the future, all right? You will get more of that $500 if you just start saving it now. But boys, tell me in the comments down below, how do you guys feel about League, Hall of Legends event? How do you guys feel about it? Because in my opinion, I think it's just another money grab. We're not actually honoring the people that, make the game great. We're not actually honoring them. We're just trying to use them to sell more things at a more expensive and ridiculous price to like a small subsection of people that probably won't even use the skin. Like, let's all be honest here. There are so many skins on Ahri that are better than this one. You're not using this one over any of the ones of her looking like this. You're not using this skin over this, alright, boys? But also, Sage is trying to do the same thing, trying to penny pinch and money grab, trying to just take my wallet. I'm like, boys, they were trying to out here get a subscription out of me to play a game that's not even free. Click this video right here to find out how greedy Ubisoft can get.